Heading over to X to get the breaking news. Coinbase CEO says live on CNBC that Bitcoin and crypto market structure bill is on the verge of passing. Now, if you've been following along, we've been following this very, very close because it is going to be important. Once clarification comes in, will that help revive the market? Because right now, people are still uncertain. We're even going to talk deeply about this White House reversing the IRS scenario for overseas crypto storage, which could be a very, very big problem for massive players. But this bill should have already passed. However, the Democrats did try to rewrite it in the last moments, trying to really stifle the innovation capabilities of crypto. They don't want to allow, because of the big banks, it's not Republican or Democrat, right? The big banks are what stepped in. The lobby said, hey, we do not want crypto to be able to give out interest on any of their holdings, because then that would take away our proprietary information, essentially.
Yeah, well, we had great meetings with the Democrats in the Senate and on the Republican side today. And the good news is that there's strong bipartisan support and will to get this market structure legislation done. It's important for America, and then the 50 million Americans who've used crypto want to see it get done. And so one date we heard floated was, let's try to get this markup done before Thanksgiving. I think that there's 90% of the issues are already aligned on and agreed, and there's draft text going back and forth, a lot of great cross-functional collaboration happening. That last 10% are the remaining issues, and everyone committed to get in the room together and work it out, and hopefully we'll see some draft text or get it out of committee by Thanksgiving.
So we'll continue to keep you updated on this. Positive news that did come in. Bitcoin CME gap at 91,000 to 92,000 is officially filled. We'll take a look at some more gaps called fair value gaps once we get into the charting for XRP and Bitcoin. So this is actually a really positive sign, a potential rallying cry from this point on, but there's so many other factors right now that are not really positive. So we'll continue to follow up on that. MasterCard has teamed up with Polygon to make crypto transfers way simpler. You can now send funds to usernames instead of long wallet addresses, which is a very, very positive thing. And as we know, XRP also partnered with MasterCard. And breaking, Trump's $2,000 tariff airdrop will be happening mid-2026. Now, this is an interesting way of putting it, right? We know that the tariff refund, or as he's calling it, the tariff dividend. Now, first off, if you use the word dividend, it means it's going to happen multiple times potentially. But I like this tariff airdrop because what if this was the way to get every American to use a crypto wallet, right? Hey, if you want to be involved in getting this $2,000 that you're eligible for, you need to open a crypto wallet on Coinbase or on Kraken or on whatever website, and we'll feed that money into your wallet address. That would be an interesting play there. Not sure if that's what's happening, but that would definitely signal a rally for the markets. But what's interesting here, the timing is perfect. He's basically going to drop the $2,000 right before the midterm elections, aka basically bribing people to vote for Republicans. So XRP traders hope that fresh wave of ETF launches will restore the bull trend. Now, as you know, we've seen the ETF for Bitcoin and Ethereum at the beginning of this video not looking good right now. It's a bunch of outflows. You have to remember that ETFs are designed to make money. So first and foremost, obviously the companies do have to buy a bunch of crypto at lower prices. When prices go up, then they sell them. That's why, as you know, with the ETF launches for Bitcoin and Ethereum, they were able to get into those much lower at prices. So they're able to sell those and make profits for their clients. And then they're going to rebuy those. And when it goes up again, they'll sell them, because a hedge fund where the ETFs are being sold out of is not designed to buy and hold long term. But a handful of XRP ETFs could launch this week, leading traders to predict the start of a new rally. But the desired bullish momentum is dependent on the altcoin holding above $2.20. And it is currently holding, literally at this moment, $2.21, which is possible. XRP is set for a landmark week for spot ETF launches, which could unlock billions. We haven't had the billions of institutional inflow ever for XRP. Now it will be unlocked after finding support at 220. XRP traders are hopeful that the ETF launches will serve as a perfect springboard for the rally towards 260.